Hello, I'm Super Orange Cat here. I'm today with an interesting breaking news update. We have two more Toonami originals announced, that being a Rick and Morty anime and another anime named Ninja Kamui. Now, this was a very surprising announcement because I mentioned a little while ago how Jason DeMarco way back when said, "Oh, there's six Toonami originals, six coming," and the two more Fully Cooley sequels. I thought I did the math were the fifth and sixth ones, so I didn't expect to have another Toonami original announcement, especially so soon. But we're getting two new ones, two more on top of that. That being a Rick and Morty anime, which is a 10 episode anime that's Rick and Morty. It's not going to be based on the show so far. It's going to be like a 10, it's being described literally in front of me as a 10 episode adventure. And it will be made by the producer of Tower of God, Takashi Sano. And Ninja Kamui, before I forget, is produced by Jujutsu Kaisen Sung Park. So again, it gets anime royalty behind it, some big names. The studios, though, not so necessarily are big names. Like, for example, the Rick and Morty anime are by Telecom Animation, and Ninja Kamui will be produced by E&H Production and Sola Entertainment. So not necessarily the biggest of names. Notably, neither of them are Production IG. I think also only one of the two newer Fully Cooley sequels are Production IG. The other one I think was by some studio that only did like openings for animes and stuff. That'll be interesting to see how that turns out. But again, we get Rick and Morty the anime, and reaction online is very mixed, to say the least. Mostly fixated on Rick and Morty the anime. Ninja Kamui, the reaction was more kind of a muted. People like, oh, cool, another Toonami original. It wasn't like as claimed as when the announcement for Uzumaki first came out, or even the announcement for Blade Runner Black Lotus. It was more like a, oh, cool, which again might be showing the general lackluster appeal or the increasingly lackluster appeal of Tanami's originals. Rick and Morty was very polarizing. People like, yeah, finally, Rick and Morty anime. It's just gonna be like the shorts we got, also produced by the guy from Tower of God. So this is not his first rodeo with Rick and Morty, so that's at least something promising there. And then you had other people like, look, Rick and Morty is oversaturated, and honestly, I agree. And this is someone I review Rick and Morty episodes when they come out. I believe it is a very oversaturated show. And the only reason why Adult Swim pushes Rick and Morty so much is because, well, outside of a couple months ago, there was a period where Rick and Morty was all Adult Swim really had going for it, especially losing Family Guy, the rights to air Family Guy in the block. So you had Rick and Morty, and then they got bailed out a few months ago with the massive success that was Smiling Friends. Like in Smiling Friends, I think soon we'll have like a surprise episode air at like the Adult Swim Block Party Festival, which is coming up soon in Philadelphia. So that's something to stay tuned for. But again, Rick and Morty, the anime, Toonami original. But again, here's another thing. And kind of an update to yesterday's video where I talked about the ratings. The rating for Primal did come in at a 0.14, which is even higher than I thought, even higher than my very Pollyanna-ish estimations based on what Assassination Classroom did. So, and that kind of raises some questions about Toonami's originals. Because you can look at Primal and its reruns doing really well on the block and say, all right, Toonami is in a decent position right now for this summer, even with all these issues that they have in terms of acquiring shows. But here's another way to look at it, and kind of a scary way to look at it. The show that preceded it was Shenmue. Shenmue one time got a 0.14. It never got higher than that. The previous show at the midnight slot was Blade Runner Black Lotus, a Toonami original. Never got to a 0.14. And sometime before that, Phantom Pirate Princess. Phantom Pirate Princess, which was kind of wind dated a bit, because some of the episodes of Phantom Pirate Princess were preceded by Family Guy. Only 6 of the 12 episodes, I think, of Phantom Pirate Princess did better than that. So here's the thing. Toonami Originals, they're being outperformed by a rerun of an Adult Swim original show. That's not the best thing, you know? And the question raises, you throw all this money in these originals, yet they generally underperform in terms of ratings on the block. So, I guess you can make the argument, well, Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty is popular in Adult Swim. Not necessarily, actually. Rick and Morty definitely had a heyday. I'll say the peak of Rick and Morty was right before the McDonald's Szechuan sauce incident. The scary part being I have to pluralize the term incident there. And I think from then it's been just a steady fall. I think a lot of people just didn't even like I reviewed season 5. I don't remember that many plots of episodes from season 5. The only one I could think of is one where there was giant sperm around. And I don't even sure why there was giant sperm around. It was very forgettable. And I think people are just tuning out from Rick and Morty. It's still one of like the top 10 shows when it airs on cable that night, but it's not the world beater it was, say, 2015, 2016 or so. And again, Adult Swim saddled with 50 more episodes, which right now is looking more and more like an albatross contract than like a smart business decision. And it's going to be interesting to see if this anime helps or will be cited in history books years from now as an example of the oversaturation that was Rick and Morty by it. And that remains to be seen. I barely even talked about Ninja Kamui because we know Ninja Kamui is basically, they describe the plot. It's basically some guy who abandoned his ninja clan. He moves to rural America. His family gets killed, and he basically tries to get revenge. That's it. Which I don't have an opinion on that plot. It's fine. I don't hate it. So that remains to be seen. I can't see here an exact date or like a year they're saying it will air. I'll say presumably until proven wrong 2023. And that would be alongside Fully Cooley grunge and Fully Cooley shoegaze. And by that point, we'll probably have like Fully Cooley rockabilly as well, you know. But what do you guys think? Leave your opinions, leave your comments down below. I am the Super Orange Cat, and that is all.